Think about the hours you've spent poring over books, highlighting notes, and cramming facts into your head. Yet, when it's time to actually use that information, your mind goes completely blank. The culprit is an automatic biological process called the forgetting curve. Unless given a clear reason to keep them, your brain treats new, passively consumed facts as temporary visitors, dumping them from your memory within just 24 hours. We usually fall into the trap of treating our memory like an empty box, assuming we can just fill it up by reading and rereading the same sentences. But that method only focuses on input. Feeling productive while staring at a textbook is mostly a psychological illusion. If you want facts to stick, you have to stop relying on passive consumption and force your brain to practice pulling the information back out. Centuries ago in Japan, young samurai undertook a solitary journey known as musha shugyo. Unlike modern students who constantly check their notes for reassurance, these warriors traveled alone, forced to survive and face opponents entirely on their own internalized training. This is the foundation of active recall. By closing the book and deliberately forcing your mind to search for an answer from scratch, you create a tiny internal struggle. This friction, the mental effort of reaching for a missing fact, is the catalyst for long-term retention. Persisting through that struggle signals to the brain that the data is vital, prompting it to harden the pathways required to retrieve that information again. Even with strong recall, tackling massive, complex subjects all at once often triggers cognitive overwhelm, which is exactly why people quit. The Kumon method proves a 1% daily increase yields exponential growth. However, abandoning a topic causes that progress to decay. Spaced repetition prevents this. By reviewing before sleep, then at 3 days, 1 week, and 1 month, you intervene just as your brain discards data. Mastery doesn't require enduring exhausting all-night study sessions. It requires precise, brief interventions timed perfectly to flatline the biological decay. Now, if you spend all your energy hyper-focusing on a single subject every day, you create a hidden vulnerability. It's similar to an athlete training only their arm muscles until the rest of their body becomes unbalanced and fragile. To fix this, you apply interleaved practice. Instead of grinding away at one topic, you intentionally shatter your focus, switching between entirely unrelated subjects in strict 25-minute blocks. Intentionally shifting gears builds a highly resilient intellect. When real-world problems throw complex challenges at you without warning, your brain is already conditioned to retrieve the right data out of order. The highest, most demanding level of cognitive permanence comes from the protege effect, derived from the Japanese tradition of the sensei. Explaining complex thoughts to another person forces your brain to strip away chaos and perfectly organize raw data. The exact moment you stutter, pause, or fail during your explanation acts as the ultimate diagnostic tool. It exposes the precise limits of your true knowledge. Integrated together, these 5 frameworks move you beyond the cycle of high-effort, low-reward studying toward a system where information is easily accessible and permanently retained.